A hobby is considered to be a regular activity that is done for enjoyment, typically during a person's leisure time, not professionally and not for pay. Hobbies include collecting themed items and objects, engaging in creative and artistic pursuits, playing sports, or pursuing other amusements. Okay, so let's talk about some popular hobbies. 3D printing. 3D printing is the construction of a three-dimensional object from a CAD model or a digital 3D model. Acting. Acting is an activity in which a story is told by means of its enactment by an actor or actress who adopts a character. This could be in theatre, television, film, radio, or any other medium that makes use of the mimetic mode. Amateur radio. Amateur radio is the use of radio frequency spectrum for purposes of non-commercial exchange of messages, wireless experimentation, self-training, private recreation, radio sport, contesting, and emergency communication. Animation. Animation is a method in which figures are manipulated to appear as moving images. In traditional animation, images are drawn or painted by hand on transparent celluloid sheets to be photographed and exhibited on film. Astrology. Astrology is a pseudoscience that claims to divine information about human affairs and terrestrial events by studying the movements and relative positions of celestial objects. That's objects we find in space. Art. Art is a diverse range of human activities involving the creation of visual, auditory, or performing artifacts, which express the creator's imagination, conceptual ideas, or technical skill. It is intended to be appreciated primarily for the beauty or emotional power of the art. Blogging. A blog is a discussion or informational website published on the web consisting of text entries or posts. Posts are typically displayed in reverse chronological order so that the most recent post appears first at the top of the web page. Playing board games. Board games are traditionally a subset of tabletop games that involve counters or pieces moved or placed on pre-marked surface or board according to a set of rules. Bowling. Bowling is a target sport or recreational activity in which a player rolls a ball towards pins or another target. Calligraphy. Calligraphy is a visual art related to writing. It is the design and execution of lettering with a broad-tipped instrument, brush, or other writing instrument. Ceramics. A ceramic is any of the various hard, brittle, heat-resistant and corrosion-resistant materials made by shaping and then firing a non-metallic mineral, such as clay, at a high temperature. Colouring. Colouring often consists of a colouring book, which is a type of book containing line art to which people are intended to add colour using crayons, coloured pencils, marker pens, paint, or other artistic media. Cooking. Cooking is the art, science, and craft of using heat to prepare food for consumption. Creative writing. Creative writing is any writing that goes outside the bounds of normal professional, journalistic, academic, or technical forms of literature, typically identified by an emphasis on narrative craft, character development, and the use of literary tropes or with various traditions of poetry and poetics. A crossword is a word puzzle and word search game that usually takes the form of a square or rectangular grid of white and black shaded squares. Dance. Dance is a performing art form consisting of purposefully selected sequences of human movement. This movement has aesthetic and symbolic value and is acknowledged as dance by performers and observers within a particular culture. Embroidery. Embroidery is the craft of decorating fabric or other materials using a needle to apply thread or yarn. Filmmaking. Filmmaking is the process by which a film is made. Floral design. Floral design or flower arrangement is the art of using plant materials and flowers to create an eye-catching and balanced composition or display. Foreign language learning. Foreign language learning, or second language acquisition, is the process by which people learn a second language. Gaming. A game is a structured form of play, usually undertaken for entertainment or fun, and sometimes used as an educational tool, such as video gaming. Genealogy. Genealogy is the study of families, family history, and the tracing of one's lineages. Gymnastics. Gymnastics is a sport that includes physical exercises requiring balance, strength, flexibility, agility, coordination, and endurance. Jewelry making. Jewelry design is the art or profession of designing and creating jewelry. Karaoke. Karaoke is a type of interactive entertainment developed in Japan in which people sing along to recorded music using a microphone. Model building. Model building is a hobby that involves the creation of physical models either from kits or from materials and components acquired by the builder. Origami. Origami is the art of paper folding, which is often associated with Japanese culture. Painting. Painting is the practice of applying paint, pigment, colour, or other medium to a solid surface. Photography. Photography is the art, application, and practice of creating durable images by recording light, either electronically by means of an image sensor, or chemically by means of a light-sensitive material such as photographic film. Poetry. Poetry is a form of literature that uses aesthetic and often rhythmic qualities of language, such as phonesthetics, sound symbolism, and meter, to evoke meanings in addition to, or in place of, the prosaic ostensible meaning. Reading is the complex cognitive process of decoding symbols to derive meaning. Singing. Singing is the act of producing musical sounds with the voice and augments regular speech by use of sustained tonality, rhythm, and a variety of vocal techniques. Video gaming. A video game is an electronic game that involves interaction with a user interface or input device, such as a joystick, controller, keyboard, or motion sensing device to generate visual feedback for a player. In this video, we learned that a hobby is something considered to be a regular activity that is done for enjoyment, typically during your leisure time. As we have seen, hobbies include collecting themed items, engaging in creative activities, playing sports, or pursuing any other amusements. Thank you for listening.